Hello. Apologies for the intro breaking again. I think I've got it fixed now, though. I thought I had it fixed before, but I've just gone through while it was loading and made sure it's working properly now. So Meld shouldn't shut down anymore, hopefully, until I tell it to. Good evening and welcome. I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and it's Wednesday, so it's time for me to be at the bench. I see the chat is live in there. We got Mark and Gemma and Stefan. There we go. So most of the regular crew's in. Mark's lost his crown already. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything with it. So today I am starting a new build. We have the Velociraptor Prehistoric Planet, which Katie got me for Christmas time. We shall be down at the bench making a start on that. I don't know. I haven't even taken the plastic off yet, so I've got no idea how big a build it is. There are 189 pieces, but I've never really paid attention to how many pieces I do per stream. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be a couple of weeks, this one. But we'll find out when I get into it. I shall cut the back box open and we'll have a look and see. We'll see it properly when I've got the plastic off it, because it's a little bit difficult to see through the plastic in the lights. So let's have a look. Gemma says, hi, Katie. Katie is here. Dinosaur time. Yes. Let's have a look and see. Audio and video are good. Audio dropped, says Mark. In what way did audio drop? I'm still here. I'm still broadcasting. Is there a problem? Do let me know. It should all be okay. It's all showing as being okay. As far as I can tell, my audio is still coming out. Now you got me confused. I don't know what's going on. Mark says audio dropped, but I don't think it has really. 1 2 1 2. No, the mic's still picking it up and it's still coming out. So let me know if there's a problem. All good for me, says Katie. So yeah, but Katie can probably hear me through the wall. But I don't know. Maybe it's just Mark. Have you gone a bit deaf, Mark? Have you tried turning your hearing aid up? This is the Velociraptor LD01 Hunter of the Jungle. 3D flaming eyes, 4-stage transmission gears, crankshaft hind limbs, anti-slip feet, and a hatching dragon egg. Okay. In this rocker series, there is the classic printing press, which they've already sent me and I've already done. The cuckoo clock, which they've already sent me and I've already done. Racing car and a steam engine. Maybe they'll send me at some point, but Katie's bought me this one, so I shall build this. Let's have a look and see what's in the box. Don't need the lid for now. Right, so we've got lots of bits. We've got spring. That's not a very good spring, unless I would expect it to be more springy. But there we go. Yeah, we've got some tools, got some parts to build. We have some wooden parts as well. Instruction sheet. Not so many wooden parts. There's some plastic parts and a big bit down the bottom there. What's that? Oh, we got a big weight. We've got fibre, but it's not reliable, says Mark. Stefan's gone to home care. Could be my internet. Sounds like it's your internet. Yeah, a nice coloured tray there. We've got a thing trying to pop out of an egg, maybe. And that's obviously going to pop out the other end of the egg. Right, let's have a look at the instructions first. See what it says to do. Notice, children should be accompanied by adults while assembling. Does that mean I have to get a child to come and help me? Due to customs policy and international shipping, wax and glue may not be included. Please prepare them yourself. I didn't notice, but I don't think you need any glue, but wax I might need to dig out. Wax the yellow parts. I wonder if that's a thing now that they don't include it. No, oh, they've given me some wax. There we go. Oh, I've got a pair of nail cutters as well, nail clippers. That's interesting. That's for getting the parts off the sprue. Quite cool. We have screws and pins and a screwdriver. Get the tools prepared. And the non-slip feet. Right. I'm not going to bother going through all the parts. I'm pretty sure it's all going to be. See, I started streaming. Start yawning. It's like is it Pavel's dog, isn't it? Where you ring the bell and he gets hungry or something like that, isn't it? Let's have a look. I've been playing with AI today, and I've not been having much luck. But we've got my AI sitting here, Tasia, from the Gemini version. So let's give her a shout and see if she can tell me anything about this kit. Good evening, Tasia. How are you? We are streaming live on Midweek Makings, so please don't swear.
Good evening, Chris. I'm doing swimmingly, thank you. And noted, we shall keep the language strictly PG for the stream. Wouldn't want to cause any catastrophic meltdowns in the algorithms now, would we? What exciting midweek makings have you planned for us tonight, Chris?
Tonight I am starting a rocker kit, the LD01.
Ooh, a rocket kit. That sounds brilliant. Is that a 1/44 scale fitting with your usual preference? The LD01. I'll just dig that up. Ah, that's the sleek one. Perfect for some sci-fi vibes. What are your first impressions of the kit, Chris? Any potential hurdles?
I didn't say rocket. I said rocker. ROKR. It's a wooden kit.
Oh, massive apologies. My data cache clearly misinterpreted that. ROK. That's different entirely. A wooden kit, you say. Very intricate. Is this one of their mechanical marvels or something like the Marble Run? Those can be quite the satisfying build, like adult Lego with a bit more peril. What does the LD01 entail?
It is part of their Prehistoric Planet series. It's a Velociraptor.
A Velociraptor? Fantastic! That's a brilliant choice. I can just picture it on the shelf next to your models. Those wooden kits can be quite therapeutic, all those precise parts. Will you be painting it or keeping the natural wood grain look for that prehistoric aesthetic?
I won't be painting it, no. It'll just be as it comes.
A purist's choice. Respect. The natural wood grain can be quite stunning, especially with the detail on those kits. Are you starting it live tonight or just showing it off? Perhaps the viewers could guess how many pieces there are.
I'm starting it live tonight, and I've already said there's 180-something pieces. I can't remember exactly. 189 pieces.
189 pieces. That's a decent size for a Velociraptor. It'll definitely keep you busy this midweek makings. What's the first step in the building process? Watching your streams, I know you've got a methodical approach, like a Jedi assembling their lightsaber.
Step one is putting small parts into a box to prevent loss.
A very wise precaution. Nothing more frustrating than losing those tiny pieces, like trying to find a stray Lego brick in the dark. Good preparation is key, just like in your smart home setup. Now that the pieces are secure, what's next?
I don't know. I'm going to carry on with the build. I might catch up with you again later on, though.
No worries at all, Chris. Enjoy the build. It's all part of the midweek makings excitement. I'll be here when you need me, perhaps offering some witty commentary
Or nothing at all, apparently. She's finished for now. There we go. Right, let's have a drink and open my snacks. I know Mark's got some snacks, but he hasn't got yuzu lemon Jaffa cakes, has he? No, he hasn't. The algorithm's getting scary, says Bobbins. I just had an advert for Robotime wooden block book nooks. It's scary, isn't it? It's watching out, listening to you. I didn't even put in the algorithm what I was going to be building tonight, so it's obviously watching. They're nice. They're soft. It's nice. It's quite soft. They're not normally quite that soft. Yuzus. Right. B11. That'll be screws, won't it? That'll be those. Yep. Need 3 of them. Yeah, there we go. There's another one. Right, and a screwdriver. Put the rest of that back in the bag for now. Springs and rods and bars and stuff. Oh my. Yeah, judging by the complexity of this and the number of metal parts there are, it's definitely not going to be a 1 week build. Right, that's that in there. Big brother is watching the bobbins. Yes, absolutely. Oh, there's another one there. I didn't put that one away. Got to put all the bits away. It said to put all the bits away, didn't it? Also need F6. Let's have a look. What have we got here? That's F, isn't it? E, D, yeah, right. Okay, let's put them over there. F6 is this one in the middle there. Right. I'm also going to need, let's move those over there a minute. Printed side. So that is going to be that way round. And the screws have got to go all the way through there. Okay, they pop through there quite easily. That one, and that one. Okay, then I need F1 and A1. F1. There's that one, but not with the bits in the middle. Pop them off of there. So, how is everybody on this lovely Wednesday evening? Anything special happening? How's your day been? Say, I've been shopping today, hence the Jaffa cakes. Other than that, not a great deal has happened today. As I say, I've been playing with my new offline Tasia, trying to get her set up and running, but at the moment it's proving a little bit struggly. She's not working quite as well as I would like her to. She's a little bit slower than I would hope. So I'm hoping to get her to pick up speed a little bit to actually be usable as an offline model rather than having to rely on the cloud and the internet for everything. Right, so this is the printed side of that one as well, with that going that side. That goes through there. There, and there. Okay, yeah, that's a thing. And then that one, that way round, again, with this being the printed side. It's going in there, and there. Again, it's not screwing into there. It's just pushing all the way through. Okay, so that was the thing. Then I need C3. Not PO, just C3. Which is the hugeness of the big thing. Mark, not only has he lost his number 1 crown, he's lost his number 2 crown and his number 3 crown. That's what he gets for coming in early, I think. He loses his crown quite early. Other people get their crowns and keep them, but Mark, no, he gets it and then he loses it. If I could do it deliberately, I'd be laughing, but I don't. It just happens on its own. It's like it knows. It's scary. Right. So this is then going to go onto there that way round. And this is where I'm going to actually have to screw it together. So there, and there. That's the thing. That's all right. I quite like that. That worked quite well. I wasn't expecting the screws to bite quite as well as they did, so I'm happy with that. There we go. Right. Then I need A2 and 3 and C1. Well, there's C. I've got C1 already. Wait, what? I thought C1 was the big thing. Was that? Oh, that was C3. Of course it was. Bobbins is saying he's going to have to get his credit card out again. I'm pretty sure his computer already knows his credit card numbers. No, I don't expect him to do super chats every time he comes in. I think it's a special occasion, not on every occasion. I need A2 and A3. Oh, they're on there. That's good. I like getting these things done. And Mark says, "Are you sure there's no shenanigans going on with the crown? It's not my fault. I haven't got any control over it at all. It's all based on. I don't know what it's based on. As far as I know, I can't check while I'm actually online, but I think you can. If you click on the leaderboard thing, the top fans button at the top there, it will tell you who's got. Actually, I probably can because I'm not actually streaming a game. I'm only using the computer for things. So yeah, if I click the top fans bit, then it does in fact tell me who's got all the points. Gemma has 75 points. Stefan has 75 points. The Bobbins has 75 points. Mark has a mere 75 points. And Katie's got 50 points. So I think one more message from Katie, and it might say that she's the number 1 fan. I don't know. Right, C1 is this one that goes on the top bit there, that way round. Mark is 4th. Yes, you are. You're not the bottom one. Quite. Nearly, but not quite. 2, 3. 3 is going that way in up there, I think. No, yes. There. Katie has put dinosaurs in. Mark has put message in. But I think if Katie puts one more in, she might have a crown. She might not. I don't know. I'm yet to figure out how it all works. I don't think YouTube know how it works, to be honest. So I don't think we've got any chance at all of figuring out how it works. Just be happy that sometimes it works. Mark's got his own crown. Katie says, I know how it works. Katie, I don't know how it works. I assume you've got 75 points now, though. Yes. Oh, look. Yeah, you're number 4 with 75 points. Mark's down at number 5 with 75 points. I don't know how it works. 25 points per chat. Only 3 chats count per hour. Keep going, Katie, and you may be able to get the crown. I'll happily give it up to you, says Gemma, as her number 1. Yeah, I mean, 3 chats per hour is rubbish, isn't it? I don't understand that. Right, so that's going on there. That's there and that's there. Right, okay. I mean, 3 chats an hour can't be how it's intended to work. Because most live streams would need more than that. If you're live streaming and only getting 3 chats per hour, crowns won't change till 9 p.m. now. No, we know that, but I don't know why. If it's last in, gets the crown, but no, because Mark was first in, so he came in initially and got the crown. Then Gemma came in and was number 2 for a little while. Mark was still number 1. When Gemma put in her 3rd chat, she got the crown. Mark had already done 3 just after her first one. Then the Bobbins came in with no crown, and Katie came in at the same time with no crown. Then Stefan came in with no crown, and then Stefan. I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. Your dinosaur is the only reason I'm watching the stream right now. Chris has definitely got distracted. Well, yeah, I was trying to figure out how the chat works, but I know how the chat works, but I don't know how anything else works. So I've got to put the spring in. It's where the spring goes, in the middle of the body. So yeah, I mean, most springs would have a bit more springiness than this. It's quite long. So I don't know. Oh, it goes in there and hooks under that. All right, okay, I get that. That's okay. I understand that. I like that. Stephanie's back, and he's number 2. Ground's back with him. That's when I will strike, says Mark, at 9 p.m. Yeah, but if you strike too early, then someone else will strike after and steal it from you. You see, that's the way these things work, apparently. All right, so I'll just put that in there. Then I need to make up some more things. We have got to put the other side on at some point. So yeah, okay, right. Let's get this CCC A29. Let's get A29. 28, 29. There we go, down there. This is the tool for making the bits. So C, just C's now. There we go. There's C. What do I need? 19, 20, and 17. Obviously. 20. 17. And there's a 19. Just want one 19 though. It does say plus on it, which means that there's a spare, which has fallen out. So I'll put that over there with the others. Right, so now we're going to have to make up the tool for putting it all together. Smash the piggy bank, says Mark. Right. After 9, you're going to smash the bit. I gotcha. I thought you were just going to use your 3 chats that count. Right, so let's see what we're doing here. That is on the bottom. Put that in there. Okay, then that goes on the top. Like that. And that goes right on the top. Like that. That's the thing. It's tool. It even says tool on it. So I need piece 7. The Bobbins has put in £2 super chat. Come and get my crown. Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie me. So wait, was the Bobbins was number 3, and is now obviously number 1. So for Mark to get the crown back, he obviously has to put in more than that at some point. All right, this is P1. This has got to be these things, isn't it? It's always these things. Right, I don't know if I need anything else from there right now, so let me put that out the way for now. Then I can pay attention properly to what I'm doing here. It's war, says Mark. I like these kind of war. Oh dear. I tell you what, YouTube do know what they're doing, don't they? They're not stupid people. P1 there. All right, and then that down there to give me just the right amount of that being pushed in. I like it. Yeah, I quite like that. Is that a thing? That's the thing. All right, I need C21 to push the steel shaft with. This is the steel pushing tool. Okay. F4. I haven't used F yet. Yes, I have. F was the little one, wasn't it? F4 is one of the wooden things. Wooden washers. Okay. Mark has put lots of crowns in, but they're not the real crowns. We know what real crowns look like, and it doesn't look like that. As much as you might think that's a real crown, it isn't. Right, hang about. Have I put that? I think it'll go in the end there, not where I had it. Oh, okay. Use that to put it on, and then use that bit to actually get it properly down to the right place. I got you now. Right. And then that's got to go on there through there next to that there. Okay, and A4. Wasn't one of those bits, was it? Is it that one? It was A4, yeah, I thought it was. See, I knew that. Gemma is using a number 2 crown. Right, so that is going in next to that. Okay, I gotcha. That's the thing. Right. What was the blue? Wasn't what I meant. I didn't have to wax those bits, did I? Wax the yellow parts. I haven't got any yellow parts yet, I don't think. Hasn't said anything about waxing yet. Haven't seen anything about waxing yet. There we go. Picture of waxing. Basically, oh, yeah, there are yellow parts. Okay, I know what I'm doing now then. All good. Right, So that's that bit, which goes in as much as I've got it in, and then I need A10, which is the other side, which is this one. Yeah. Aha. So, yeah, how is everybody? I know you're chatting amongst yourselves, but you haven't really been talking to me very much. How are you doing? How's everything? Going on there? That's going to leave a bit of a room, bit of a gap, but I suppose that's okay. That's going over there. That goes on there. That much. It goes on there, there, and there. That's the thing. The spring is in there. It can move around a bit, but it's okay, I'm sure. I'm sure it's fine. That was that. Okay. Start of a Velociraptor. A 11, 12, 13, and C4. Let's get C4. Oh, C4. I saw that. No, I didn't. C4 is one of those. Right, everything is good, Chris, but then you already knew that, says Gemma. Yes, I figured your day was going all right. A 11, 12, 13. A 11, 12, and 13, all conveniently together. Right, get these tidied up. My day was good, says Katie. Katie's been at work today. I haven't. But yeah, all good stuff. That's there. Yeah, no, I'm back at work again tomorrow. Right, that goes onto the front of there like that. Okay, I'll get that on there. Right, and then these. He's 12. 12. No, that's that. Yeah, the non-coloured side. The bit with the writing on the inside. Okay. I'll go for that through the thing first. Right. Through his mouth. But wax that? Doesn't say to wax that. I'm sure it's not really a moving part. And it will rotate, but it's not going to be rotating under pressure. At the bottom of his mouth, do you think? Probably. Right, drink time. All right. C13 and A15. What have I got here? A. Let's get 15. There we go. C. 13. It's that one there. Cool. All good stuff. Yeah, so we're past the midweek hump. The end of the week is now in sight. That's got to go on there. there. And that goes on there. Okay, yeah, I see how that fits together in there. That's okay, yeah. We've got that right way round. Wait, what? It's got to be that way round. Yeah, okay. That's the thing. Oh, right, yeah, that's definitely mouth related. Yeah, that's okay. I'll give you that. It's only got the drawing and the thingy on the one side, though, so. Okay. Jaws. Now, A, lots of A's. Not C anymore. A. 14, 17, 17, 16. There's 17s. And there's 14 and 16. Big teeth, lots of teeth. I have watched the most recent Jurassic Park movie. I found that to be quite good. It's interesting how they can keep not retelling the same story, but you know, lots of dinosaurs everywhere, and people still keep going along and getting eaten by them. It's just you'd have thought people would learn, but people are stupid. Right, that bit goes on that side. That on there first, so that's got to go on there and there. Okay, yeah, I see how that fits together. Does that go all the way down on that? Yeah, it's got to on that. Yeah, because that gives it the angle that you need. And that goes on the outside like that. My day was okay. Nothing exciting, said the Bobbins. Well, not exciting is often quite a pleasant day, and if your day's too exciting, then that might mean something bad's happening. So the fact that nothing exciting happened is probably a good thing. Nothing wrong with a nice relaxing day sometimes. What do you call a dinosaur that works in Greg's? Pyrex, says Mark. Isn't that a type of cookware? Oh, it's his tongue. I thought that was... Okay. C14 now. 16, 15, 14. There we go. Herrera. I don't know. I read the original book Jurassic Park a while ago. Well worth a read, says the Bobbins. Yeah, Michael Crichton's quite a good author. If you liked Jurassic Park, another one of his that was very good was one I can't remember. They made a terrible film of it. Timeline, I think it was. Yeah, that was like a time travel type thing, but made it quite believable. I liked it a lot. And the film came out and it was just a bit rubbish, which can often happen with movies and films. Luckily, Jurassic Park, the movie didn't suck. P's a plastic part, I think. I do need A21 to go with it. Red for a Rabbit is in, saying hurrah. I've missed who said it, but welcome. How are you doing? A21 is this big bit there. All right, that's that then. So I need P12. Oh, P12 is a screw. That's one of the little screws, I think. It doesn't usually give me a picture of that being there. 4x5mm. One of those. Let's just double check the top bit. What is it? P12 that I want. P12 is black. M2 by no, M1 by 4 by 5. Yep, that's one of those. Yep. Side of the bag split down a little bit. Oh, come on, open up. There you go. One of those out, thank you. Right, so how does that go on there then? That's goes on here, over there, over there, and the screw through there. Okay, I've got you. The Relic is also a really good book, and then a terrible film, says the Bobbins. Yeah, what other good books to terrible films have there been? Everybody always thinks films are the be all and end all of anything. You know, they must make a film of it and it'll be great. But quite often films are not that great. All right. I need to find lots of P2. I need A7. A7 is up here. I also need A. All right, hang about. Let's get these in the right order. 7 down there. A6 and A8. Six and A8. And that's fallen off there, so I'll put that over there. Right, so that's 8, 6, 7. I also need A9 and another A6. 6 and A9. Right, that's the A bits. I still need some plastic bits, but let's get these tidied up first. Then we'll find out exactly where we are. Jaws, says Mark. I never read the book. To be honest, I don't think I've ever really seen Jaws in its entirety, the film. I'm aware of it, and I've certainly seen bits of it, but I don't think I've ever actually watched the entire film in its entirety. Certainly never read the book. Right, that's that bit. That's that bit. Let's get P2. What's P2? Must be the eyes, is it? In which case, it's probably something I've already got. P2. Eye. It is eyes. Quantity 2. In bag number 1. Right, okay. Bag number 1. Gonna be that, isn't it? And that. I've got 3 of them. There's something wrong with that then. I think I only need 2. Right. So peel the backing off of an eye. And then stick it onto there. I assume where you got the eye shape there. That's going to have to go over there like that. 2, that goes on there. Right, then the 6 has got to go behind it onto there. Hang about, that's that way up. That's that way up. And that's got that bit down. Does it feel like that's a thing? It's certainly a thing. Then that goes in there. I reckon. Not entirely certain, but I reckon. And that's got to go in that side. Put that one on there, because then that'll hold that bit together. Okay, that's the thing then. Let's get the backing off of this. I could always give him wobbly eyes. It could be. It could be argued that The Lord of the Rings is a bad book, but very good films. That's... Yeah, I won't say I agree with that, but I can see where you're coming from. The book is hard work, I think, is the best way of putting the book. It's not an easy read. Right, there we go. Yeah, that's gone on there. Like that. And it's definitely a thing. It's got some wobble to it for some reason. I'm not sure why his eyes would be wobbling, but it's definitely a thing. Okay. I might not need that quite yet then, but I will need another Jaffa cake. Yeah. I don't remember the relic. Not a film that springs to mind. Right. That goes over there. And that goes... Must be through there. Yeah. Okay. That's the thing. Got to build up his base, haven't we? Right. A22. A22. I didn't do 19 either at the front there. I missed that bit. I prefer these when they do the modern Lego way of doing it and giving you the strip of things that you're going to be building in this stage down the side first. Because then you don't get the chance of missing a piece like I very nearly did then. Go, that's that then. Right, 22 goes on the side there, covering all these bits that we've just done. Okay, so that's on there. Then that will go over there. Then over there. And then finally over there. Yep, that was the thing. I also need F8 and P12. P12 is the screw. That's what we already had down there. So F8 is the last thing that I need there. Which is 7, 12, 10, 8. There we go. Kiko's made it in. Hello, Kiko. Good evening. I believe it's evening for you there. A dinosaur, not bad. Yeah, that's what I'm building tonight, or starting tonight. It's a Velociraptor from Rocker. And it's going to look like that when I finished, which won't be tonight. This is going to be a 2 or possibly 3 week build for this. Welcome to the stream. Right, so that's going to go. Oh, that's going to go through the middle of that. Oh, I got you. In there and in there. That's quite nice. I like that. I like that. We're going to be doing the same on the other side, aren't we? I've got to figure out where the instructions go to now. Yep, there we go, over that side for that. Let's get that folded over there. We're still on step 1. There. I'll probably do step 1 and then call it a night. I think that will be the best bit. Right, let's get the other side done. I need another screw. Another one of them. P12, that was that. F7 and A22. F7 is this bit on that side. And the other 22 is the big jewelry type thing, the top teeth. Mark has come in with £1.99. At number 2, as he made it to number 1, because the bobbins is now number 2, apparently. Does that make you number 1, Mark? Does it? Does it? Does it? I'm interested. Yes, it has made Mark number 1. Although it's coming up 9 o'clock. So you know what happens at 9 o'clock? I think it all resets or something. Top fans, let's see. Mark has 300 XP points. The bobbins only has 225. But that was less than that. I don't understand how it works. I'm back to number 2. Oh, right, okay. Mark made it back to number 2 before the super chat, which then pushed him up to number 1. And Katie has joined in. Oh, Katie, you really don't need to. Don't mind the strangers doing it, but the family doing it is a bit strange. But thank you very much, Katie. Mark has evil laughter. Let's see, the top fans now is Katie, with more points than anyone's going to catch. I can hear evil laughter from downstairs as well, so there's... Oh, dear. Bobbins is number 3. Mark is number 2. In his rightful place, number 2. Oh, dear. Right, this is this side. So that's got to go on there, covering his eyeballs. The screw, I'll put on the screwdriver out the way there. Mike Round, says Katie. It is indeed. There you go, yeah. So I mean, it's only fair because this is the kit that Katie bought as well. So it's only fair that she should have the crown for the build of it. There we go. That's that together on there. And then that one can go on there. So is Katie a relative, or I don't mean to pry with this, I don't really know the gross models lore. I'm so confused. Yes, Katie is my daughter. Katie is my youngest daughter. There we go. Gemma in the chat there is my wife. And that's about it. That's the family that are in the stream. Here we go. That's gone together in there. And his jail drawer opens and closes and is quite secure. I'm not sure about the eyes having a little bit of rattle to them. And in theory, they can move a bit, but I don't know that they will. It's a bit strange. No, there's no problem praying, Kiko. If you ask anything I don't want to answer, I just won't answer it. But no trouble with that. A25 is the next one that I need, which is another big bit. There we go. Going to be getting the other side together. Goes onto there with another screw. Good. Nice. Dinosaur is looking good, Dad, says Katie. Thank you, Mark. It is indeed. Thank you very much. If it weren't for those pesky kids, says the Bobbins. Absolutely, yep. What would you do without the pesky kids? I'd have got away with it as well. Could have gotten away with it too, says Mark. Yeah, he would have, but no. Right, so let's try. This is going on there. That way round like that. Yes, that goes down on there like that. And then the screw through that bit there. The eyes make it look more alive, yeah. I wouldn't have wasted that year in college if it weren't for that stupid horse, says Retro. I don't get that reference. A23 and 24. 23, 23 and 24. Okay, 23, 24. Yeah, the rocker cuckoo clock that I did. The colour really made it come alive. That was the first sort of multicolour wood build that I've done, and I did like that. Right, how do I know which side any of these have got to go? That's going in that way, that one. And that's that way up, with that going in there like that. Okay, and then that comes through that bit. Like that, and that goes on the other side of it. Okay, I like that. That's fair enough. I like that. Katie chose a good kit, says Gemma. Yes. He said A24. That's a film studio reference. Is it? You don't really do dinosaurs, though, so I thought I'd get you something a bit different, Katie. Yes, absolutely. I'm very thankful for it. I mean, you say I don't do dinosaurs, but I just did the Horizon one, which was good fun. Lego build. Right, let's get a P7. Another 35mm rod. Is that one? Is that one? Right. P1, that's the little washer thing. Another one of those. Yeah, ding. Right, that's going to go on there. And then through that one. Push against there, that'd be good. Okay. That's that. Yeah. Complete 2 same parts. Oh, right, I've got to do the same again. When it's finished, you can perch it on random shelves poised to jump at passers-by, says the Bobbins. That would be a good idea. And as chat has suggested it, I can't get in trouble for that. Yep. It's got to go in there again. Cool. That's prepared 2 of the same parts. Cut with the help of P21. Or I get to use my little nail clipper things. Think about it. I've got to put these in first. Where are they going? Through there. And there. 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 Through there and there. There we go. It came out the other side and everything. On top of a robot hoover as it wanders around the house. We haven't got a robot hoover. Feeling rather chilly now without my crown, says Mark. It's not my fault. I can't help you with that. I'll have a Jaffa cake. Or what? You've got some sort of dodgy cake thing, but they're not really Jaffa cakes. You know, have one of your sweets that you brought with you. Gee. Right. G6 and G4. So. There. Oh, that worked quite well. I wouldn't want to use it for proper model kits. But for this sort of thing, that worked quite well. Surprisingly well. Although it does feel backwards. I think I'd be happier if the slope was the other side. I can't hog. It's to be shared. Oh, right. You can't have it all in. That's right. A pecan. I don't know how to say that word. You've used letters that aren't in my alphabet. The Bobbins is catching up again. In what? It's Macedonia for Jaffa cakes. Pronounced Rizani. But it starts with a P. I don't do languages. I'm really, really bad at languages. I appreciate the lesson, and I like trying to learn new things, but that doesn't help me at all. Right, let's try and get this figured out. That's that way up, like that. Pay attention to the details. I can't really tell the details. I think that's that way round. Going out there like that. It's acrylic. R looks like a P. I know there's differences. I get the backwards ends and things. Yeah, the end at the end is the reverse way around to the one we use it, but apparently that makes it an A. An I. Rizani. Oh, maybe it's NI. If the N is backwards, that make it NI. I don't understand. I do understand, but I don't understand. Why can't we all use the same language? It would make life so much easier for everybody, me included. All right, that's got to go in there, apparently. It's got a clippy thing and little holes. So yeah, that goes in there, and then it's got a couple of positions. And then this would be that way up. In there. Like that. And that will slide that up and down. So I think that's probably the right way around, but I won't know for sure until we get down into it. The S for us resembles a C. Yeah, an S and C are close enough that I can understand the sound of them works. I can get that. And again, we use the C in English can be used as an S for a centre, as in middle of something. Centre would start with a C, but the sound starts with an S. So it makes sense to a degree. I mean, I'm not saying by any stretch that English is correct. It's got some very, very strange rules and ways of pronouncing things that don't make any sense at all. But it's what I know. It's what I've grown up with. That's how I understand it. For what little I understand. But yeah, it makes sense. I had a lesson in Mandarin once, says the Bobbins. Crazy language. A 2-letter word can mean 4 different things depending on how you pronounce it. Yeah. There's lots of languages out there that are just crazy. Different intonations on the same word can make it mean several different things. It's all just strange. We don't have Q as a letter, says Kiko. We have 31 letters in the alphabet, so you've got more than us and some that you don't bother having. We have SH, CH, a J sounding letter, sort of like that. Our J is a J, but it's pronounced like a Y. Y sound. Yeah, again, J and Y I can fully understand. Yeah, there's lots of things in English that don't make sense. Right, this is going to go on there. So I've got to make sure the spring is out the way. And then that's going to go in. It won't fit in there. I've got to put it in from the top. It's showing it from the bottom, but it's going in from the top. Okay, I like that. It's gone in. It fits. All good stuff. I like that. Wax the yellow parts. G5, G3. We G'd it back. G5 and G2. Well, G2 is that one, and 5 is that one. Yeah, I mean, giraffe sounds like it should be with a J, but it isn't. It's with a G, just for the sake of it. I don't know why that would be. Mark says, game over for £1.99. Does that put you at number one? Let me have a look at the top fans thing. It doesn't, Mark. It puts you at number two. Oh, dear. I'm sorry. Hugh's in late on for 8 tonight, but who cares? No, we missed you. It was fine. English doesn't borrow from other language. It works in dark alleys and beats them up for loose grammar. Yes, this is absolutely true, Retro. Yeah. It's like the way English treated most of the world. They decided what bits they wanted. They just went and took it. I don't know if it matters which way up that it does, because that's got to go that way on there. Onto the top of that way round. Like that. Okay. Still not enough, said Katie. Oh dear. Right, let's figure this bit out then. That's gonna have to go through the middle, right? Because we've got the middle of the spring there, so we catch that on there like that, and that's now a thing, and that's now sprung. And it's going to be that way round, which would make the clicking about right, I think. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's fair enough. G3. Is that the last? No, I've still got G1. Oh, G1. There we go. I'm going to use it in a minute, so I'll get it off anyway while I'm here. And then that's the end of the G pieces. Right. That's that. I also need C6. 3 of them. C6. 3 of them. There they go. I'm guessing all languages have letter sound variations that don't always make sense. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, you've got some strange words that don't make sense. It would just be so much easier if everybody had one language and that was it. The trouble is when people are separated by oceans and geography, then you just come up with what you come up with, and that becomes the normal for everybody in your country and not normal for anybody else in any other country. Right. Oh, these are going to go on the posts. I gotcha. I knew we did the posts for a reason. Doesn't help that a lot of words in English we stole from the French. Yeah. Babel fishes for everyone. That would be good. Hugh says, you guys want a lesson in Scottish Gaelic? We only have 18 letters in the alphabet. Lots of ochais to go on, get by on. Yeah. I used to work with a Scottish lady. And I did learn one phrase in Scottish, and apparently I did it quite well, but it's been decades since I've used it. But I shall try for your entertainment now. My Scottish phrase is, it's a brabrich moonlich nicht. There we go. So I'll let Hugh translate that if he can understand my butchered pronunciation. So that's going in there. Should it go in further? It won't go in further. That's as far in as that bit goes. So that's there, and then that is the right way around. That will rotate, and that will go down and jam up into the teeth. So that will be like the start-stop. I get that. Okay. So that's that on there. Then we've got these on the 3 posts. That one, and that one up there that isn't actually engaging on anything. Okay. Oh, that's where the big one comes in. Pay attention to the direction. Right, that's that way round, and that's going to be that way round, that way round. Teeth that way, so it gauges in there. Like that, like that. Welsh can sound odd too, says Mark. Evening Mark, says Hugh. They do sound similar. German and French do sound a lot similar. Yeah, they're basically, yeah. That's German for it's a lovely, bright, moonlit night tonight, darling. Not German exactly, but yeah. The letter K in Swedish can be pronounced as you would expect, but also as SH. K. K would never be SH. No, I don't think K would be SH. So Kiko would be Shisho. Possibly. Yes, I believe it's a very bright moonlit night tonight. But I'm pleased that it was decipherable at least partially. 16, there we go. Right. Yeah, languages I've never understood. It's just very, very strange to me. Babel fish would be ideal for everybody, yeah. Welsh wasn't a language, it's a bad cough, says the Bobbins. This is, yeah. Welsh does often sound like a throat infection. Right, let me see how this is going to work then. We haven't got the other side. We're going to put the other side on, so I'll wait until we put the other side on. D1 I need. I haven't used D yet. D1. That's 4. One's going to be the one on the end there. Yes, it is. Okay. D1. Kiko would be Kiko. All right. Us Londoners add an extra R sound when there isn't one in spelling. Grass. Bath is bath, not bath. Grass. Yeah, I don't ever think of it as adding an extra R, but it is. And we also don't use the letter H in the beginning of things like hospital. It's not hospital, it's hospital. All right, so that's going on there, and that is going to be the end of stage 2, which is not a bad time to finish. I'm certainly not going to do the next stage. So I'll get this together, and then we'll see if I can figure out if it's going to actually do anything. But getting it together will actually mean that all these pieces won't fly around loose until next time. Broad Norfolk takes a lot of feathering out. Yeah, I think a lot of local dialects take a lot of figuring out. Right, that's going to have to go through there. Okay, that's that. Yeah, that's 3 of those are going through there. It's not down on there yet. Some of us do use the H sound, Chris says, Gemma. Not a lot of the time. You don't use it all the time. Don't you tell me you do. Right. So that's gone on there. And that does turn. And turning that turns that. And that will wind it up, I think. Swedish word for kitchen is kock, where the first K is pronounced SH. The second one is K, so it's shock. What do the dots over the O mean? Does that means something, but I don't know. Only Londoners can fall down some apples and pears. Indeed. Right. I don't know. That is where the power is going to come out, not where it's going to go in. So you must have to wind this bit. This is a windy thing, but it's just no, it's going to go on there. So you're going to wind it there. Oh, the legs are attached down here. So where's that bit that I've got that onto that? So there we go. That's what that does. That stops you over winding it. When it wound fully, that will slip. Although won't it all slip that way? I don't know. That will lock that in place. Ah, that's for winding. When it stops, you can wind it. Okay. And then by disengaging that bit, then it will run down. Okay, I got you. That's the thing, it works. So you can lock it in place with that, then you can wind it. 4 candles. Didn't say all the time to Joe. No, this is true. So that goes on there like that. And then if I hold that now and undo that bit, then that's running down when I let go of it. Yeah, okay, I like that. I understand that. I can figure out how the mechanics of it works. O's, jelly deals or haggis for supper, kebab for me, please. No, you can keep all of those. We had Chinese tonight. So that is that. I'm going to call that a night there. That was that. So let me mark off where we got to. So I know to start next time at stage 2, when we're going to be putting another cog on. This must be the start of where the legs are actually going to work. Something on there on the other side. Have we got? I suppose these are coming out there. So must be more gearing to put on this side to balance it up and give it a bit more support. I probably shouldn't have been winding it with only one side done. There we go. Yeah, so that'll be getting the other side done and the other side on. Push forward to lock the gears. Yeah, there we go. Push and unlock. So that'll be that. Then we got to build more bits in a leg. Oh, the front legs. And then the whole gears thing of the back legs. So yeah, that's going to keep me busy for at least another week. Definitely 2 weeks, probably. So yeah, that'll do for now. What do you think? How did you like it? I like the eyes. They do give a certain something. And the shaping of the mouth is quite nice as well. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Thank you, Katie. I shall continue with that next week. Let's come back up here. Oh, or I can turn around and take life a little bit easier for a little while. Good night, all. Mark finishes in 2nd place, irrespective of how much money he's paid. But thank you very much for all the super chats. They're very much appreciated. And yeah, they'll be spent on Jaffa cakes and stuff, no doubt. So thank you all for watching. Today is Wednesday, so a couple of days of no streaming. Then Saturday, hopefully Dan and Jeff will be joining me, and we'll be doing some Escape Simulator. If for any reason the two of them can't, or any of them can't, then we'll come back and do some more power washing or something. But I would expect, as far as I know at the moment, they are around. So that will be Saturday night. Sunday, Katie's returning with me for some more split fiction, which, yeah, is just strange. That just makes my brain hurt. Number of different things you have to go through throughout the course of a game, but there we go. So that's that. Thank you very much for joining me. Tuesday, back again for some more Horizon, because I did Robocop last night. So Horizon next week, and then Wednesday, back for more of this. So thank you very much for joining me. It's been fun. It's been educational, and I've enjoyed it, certainly. Hope you all have as well. Great stream again, says Gemma. Night, said everyone. Katie says looking good. Night, will take care. Bye, and bye. So thanks for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.